Luther King Jr. Day with a wide variety of activities. Some participated by sharing poems at Western Michigan University through a poetry competition open to middle and high school students.
This is the 4th annual Courage to Create Poetry competition, and this year we've had more participation than ever.
42 poems were submitted this year and 25 were chosen for recognition. There's a reason the event is called the Courage to Create.
We want the students to realize that what they're doing when they create takes a lot of courage. It takes courage to sit down and write your poem. It takes even more courage to stand up in front of people and perform it.
And that's just what these students did. They performed their poems, most of which were related to themes of social justice and equality.
He said he has a dream that one day blacks and whites will be equal. Well, I have a question. Have that day came yet? Or is it the dream that Martin Luther King had? Is it ever going to be seen? You know they say all dreams come true. But it looks like we should just keep on dreaming.
With my poem, I feel like we have a change because there's a reason why we have MLK Day. It's because we want them to change and hear the voice that he had and the voices that we have, and they come together and be strong.
Well, I've been reading a lot on what makes you American, because racism is so interwoven in our society. When you're anti-racism, it's basically anti-American. It appears that way. So, I've been noticing, with protests and stuff, those people are truly American. They're patriotic because they're fighting for a better America. So that's why I wrote this poem.
What makes me American? Sometimes I wonder. Is it my birth certificate? Or my skin color, my citizenship, or where I'm really from, or whatever slur comes off of a politician's tongue. But sometimes I wonder if what makes me American is how I protest, when I put my fist in the air and scream for what I believe in.
Inspiration can come from many places.
I remember watching an episode of That's So Raven, and she didn't get a job because of the color of her skin, but her friend who did poorly at the job did, who wasn't her color of her skin. So I just thought about writing something like that and just putting it all out there.
The world's full of people who take away our rights until the point that we want to fight. What people need to understand is that we are strong, and all those rude people are wrong. I will not stop until we're equal, even if I have to do something and make a sequel, even if I have to fight through fire and flames, to get people to know that treating people differently is not a game, and how it affects others and how they feel.
Romari Phillips submitted 2 haikus.
And I didn't want a really long poem because I didn't want to, if I was speaking somewhere, I didn't want to take all day. So I mainly just wanted to short, sweet, to the point kind of.
Sand crashes on us at the beach. Waves run high on the sandy shore. Cold water glistens. The leaves run wild, completely quiet. Beautiful colors, Romari Phillips.
His message in these poems is
just to enjoy life right now, because I wrote about the beaches in autumn, so it's just you can't just miss out on anything. You gotta live it to the fullest right now.
Local author and retired radio personality Buddy Hanna gave an inspirational keynote address on what it means to be a poet.
So you write because you have something to say, and we all have something to say now, don't get me wrong, but I think what separates the poet from those other people that have something to say is the fact that a poet would actually share it with people.
I'm not good with public speaking that much, but it just felt good to hear everyone else's poems, and just people are so good at writing poems, and it's good to find a bunch of people in the community who also have feelings like this about this whole entire thing, about what they feel about equality, courage, and what it means to them.
If you're a young writer, you should write and submit it, and you should just really challenge yourself to write a poem about something you're very passionate about.
Each of the students received a notebook as part of their prize package to encourage them to continue to write.
I'm going to actually use this book that they gave me and just keep on writing until I be understood.
I think people don't realize it, but words influence a lot of things. People like sticks and stones, but that's really not true. I think, to be honest, writing influences more of our society than media can. So Yeah.
I hope that the students are emboldened to keep writing poetry and pursue their creative interests throughout their life.
Maybe to be American, you have to want to see America change for the better. In that case, I am American, and I've always been. And that fact won't change with the color of my skin.
It is made for me and you to keep on dreaming for that day. We shall all be equal. Until I see that day, we shall all have something to say.
Submissions are already being accepted for 2019's Courage to Create Poetry Contest. Visit Western's MLK Celebration page at www.wmich.edu/MLK and select the events page for more information. The deadline is December 20th, 2018.